Hello friends, so today we are going to solve a very simple problem on PDA. Given the language L is equals to X belongs to A comma B star, where number of A's in X is greater than number of B's in X. So basically n of A X represent number of A's in string X. So let's get started. So initially we'll be making the start state as Q0. Now we'll be defining the transitions as if we get a B, stack top is initially Z0, so we'll be replacing that with B Z0. Now if once again we get a B, that is input symbol is B, stack top is now B, so we'll be replacing it with BB. Now here if we get an A and stack top is B, so we'll be replacing it with null. So what we are doing till now is that if we get a B, so we'll be adding it onto the stack. Here also if we get a B, we'll be adding it onto the stack. Now if we get an input symbol as A and stack top is B, so we'll be deleting a B here by replacing it with null. So for each A, we'll be deleting a corresponding B. Now we'll be going on to the final state. So we'll be making a final state as Q1 and we'll be making the transition to Q1 as if we get an A, stack top is Z0, so we'll be replacing it with Z0. Note here I have replaced Z0 with Z0 only, not AZ0. Alright. Now here if we get an A, so we'll be replacing it with Z0. Sorry, if we have input symbol as A and stack top is Z0, so we'll be replacing it with AZ0. Again we get an A, so again we'll be adding it onto the stack similarly. Now here if we get a B and our stack top is A, so we'll be replacing it with null. Alright, so here basically what we are doing is at Q1 if we get an A, so we are adding it onto the stack. If we get an A, we are adding it onto the stack. Now if we get a B, so we'll be deleting a corresponding A, alright, by replacing it with null. Now a condition may occur. So if we get an B and stack top is Z0, so we'll again going to Q0 and replacing it with Z0. So this is our PDA, push down automata, corresponding to the language L. So let's see and understand it by taking an example. Let us assume that a string A, B. So initially we are at state Q0. First we get an A. Our stack, we'll be making our stack as Z0. Now if we get an A, so we'll be looking on to the transition. So we are getting A comma Z0. So our stack remains Z0 here and we'll be going on to Q1. Now again we get an A. So we look on to the transition A comma Z0. We'll be replacing it with AZ0. So our stack becomes AZ0 and we'll be remaining at Q1. Alright. Now if we get a B, so we have a transition corresponding to B, we will be deleting a A. So corresponding to B, we will be deleting an A. So remaining our stack, here is our stack. So stack is Z0 only. Alright. And we'll be remaining at Q1. Now our input is over and we are at final state. Hence the string AAB is accepted as it has 2 A's and 1 B. Alright. So hope that you guys have understood this PDA. Thank you.